Good afternoon. So wish you all happy Shivratri. Is it just Mahashivratri or just Shivratri? What is the difference? So what is the difference? Jai Shri Ram. Okay. So I don't know what to talk. The result is expected after March 25th, I think. So how many of you written mains? Some of you have written mains. Good. So they are saying March 12th. So don't expect result to come very soon. They said after March 25th it is going to come. So it requires minimum 60-70 days to evaluate. So what I heard is that they are taking extra care to evaluate optional subjects. For every optional, they are bringing more number of people. For example, Anthro is being evaluated by 4 experts. So earlier it used to be 1 or 2 people. So you can expect either scores to, I think scores will go down. So to create level playing field, they may be doing this. So what about your optional preparation? How is it? So one clear expectation is that you cannot read any standard notes, any standard coaching material, and expect to score very good marks. Okay. So whichever be your optional subject, make sure that you read standard textbooks. Okay. And you have your own individual notes, quality notes, rather than just copying from existing notes. So if somebody is doing that, then that is definitely going to affect your marks. Make sure you really practice hard optional questions, and at least last 10-year papers. How many of you solved last 10-year papers? Okay. So even if I wake you in this sleep and ask the answer for any question, you should be able to answer last 10 years. So prepare very high quality answers with quality references, content, examples, current examples, and make sure that you memorize all these answers. So that is one fundamental preparation you have to do. And being in the core batch, I think you have enough talent, intellect, confidence to continue to prepare for optional till mid of April, right? Or even if it is till end of April, make sure that daily 3-4 hours are spent on optional. Okay. So now this is just a what kind of a tradition now to speak to core batch students now and then, just to know the progress that you have been making. Who is Karthik? Karthik K. Huh? Okay, Karthik Beer. Keshav, offline student or online student? Maybe online student. Okay. So, I mean, these are some of the names. Okay. Uh, every year I see one trend that if you have seen me here, I'm doing mock interviews. So, around 16 to 17 students are regularly coming and giving mocks. For some, I have taken 4, 5, 6 mocks. Majority of them are from last year core batch. Okay. They have enough confidence that they are going to clear mains, and they have already started giving mock interviews even before the result is out. So that much confidence and clarity you should get before mains, while giving mains, immediately after mains. So I have always believed, truly believed, that the core batch tests, if somebody gives regularly, consistently, each and every test, and then goes back to their rooms and analyze these tests. Okay. Going through questions once again, going through synopsis, going through your own answers. Okay. And once you get evaluated copy, again rereading your answers to see where you could have written more better answers, right? So one exercise you should do, all the copies that you have got, evaluated copies, read again your answers, self-evaluate. Okay. Self-evaluation means you need to add more examples to the answers which you have written in the classroom as part of the test, right? So in the classroom you might have missed many examples because you were under the pressure to either complete the paper or answer the number of questions you have selected. So I had asked you to focus on quality in the beginning, select like 5-6 questions and try to do thorough justice. So what I mean by justice, you know that out of 10, 5 to 6 marks must be the target, out of 10, 7 to 8 marks. So somehow still people will be affected by the competition or their own ego, that they want to write more answers and try to complete the paper and then compromise the quality. So those who started as part of the core batch back in October, right? So I think now is the time to focus on quantity. Those who started early, right? Because I am seeing improvement in quality. Many of them, those who have written all the tests, are scoring on an average 5 to 6 marks. So if you have answered 10 questions, mix of both 10 markers and 15 markers, your scores should be 50 to 60 marks. Okay. So if you answered 10 questions, but if you answered 12, again, it should be minimum 60 marks. If you have answered 12 questions, but still stuck at 40, 50 marks, either you are not preparing and giving the tests, you are not revising anything, or you are not remembering anything, or you are just giving the test for the sake of giving, or you may lack certain practice, or or you haven't understood the essence of these tests, right? So in that case, you need to, don't get discouraged, but you need to double your efforts. Okay. So most of the answers, most of the marks is always proportionate to quality, the content, right? So even when presentation structuring is not so good, evaluators will always give priority to content. So if you have definitely met the demand of the question, done justice to the demand of the question through very specific examples for most of the points, so you are getting this, right? So if somebody writes 10 points, if you have written 3 examples, some people think that is their achievement, right? But being in core batch, if you are writing 10 points, minimum 8 examples must be there. Okay. So make sure that again 8 examples, then comes the quality of examples. You may write more examples, but quality of examples, which depends on your revision and the kind of sources you have referred to make your notes, right, come prepared to the exam, will be visible in the paper. So in the actual mains examination, this is what matters. Those who write more examples and those who write more quality examples. So writing a very generic answer to a question, again, the next level is writing kind of quality examples for the questions which you don't know, right? Some of the questions which are not very specific, right, demand that kind of intelligence where you need to come up with kind of relevant examples. The example should sound like, you have read the topic thoroughly. Okay. So that again comes with practice. You need to, those, if somebody is stuck in 40s or 30s in these core tests, my suggestion is spend 2 to 3 days in revising secure compilations, monthly compilation. Okay. So let that be your core material for GS 123. Okay. So thoroughly revise monthly compilations. You may be following daily, you may be writing some answers, but if you are not revising monthly compilation, you will not get content, or you may have content, but that won't get cemented, that won't get, okay, you won't remember it. Make sure that you do that. other, like if you have more time, if you have completed optional, do write 2-3 secure answers on daily basis. Okay. And while writing these answers, let focus be like some people want to either make it look like notes. They think that writing answer can be both making notes and answers. So instead of that, you have to train your mind. You have to give exercise to your mind, right? You have to force it to think a lot, pick up questions that forces you to think, forces you to come up with better sounding examples. Okay. So content you can learn from monthly revision. So that can be done. So these exercises you must do on daily basis. And as I keep saying, all of you who are sitting here, you are here for a reason. All of you want to be what? How many of you want to be diplomats? Oh, nice. 1, 2, 3. You can rise like this. You can. So there are like. Yeah. So after Modi's comment, you change your mind or what? About IAS? Good. No, it's very rare to see more people uh, aspiring to become diplomats. That's a very safe job nowadays, right? You can good. Police service. Oh, Karthik wants to be IPS. Good. All the best. No, you can become. Then remaining everyone wants to be nobody IRS IT, right? Anyone IRS income tax? In some cases, if girls marry, they prefer IRS IT. In some cases, the husband is already in service. Right? So the trend is there in civil services because they get city job, they can home state. Okay. So now you have this dream to be in IAS, to be in IFS and IPS, and this is not an ordinary dream going by our standards. So you are already putting your efforts every day. You are studying so much, writing these tests regularly, but it always demands something extra from you. Okay. Something extra in terms of parallelly molding your personality as well. Okay. So what we focus more on, we always focus more on enhancing our knowledge, right? But parallelly, we don't work on making ourselves more strong, changing our attitude, or you know, or personality in order to meet the demand of the job or demand of the exam as well. Okay. So that must be done parallelly because after writing mains, I see people, struggling to. It's not far away for you, right? In another 8 months, 7 months, you will be again giving these mock examinations, mock interviews, preparing for interview. And what I'm telling now, I'm scaring these people nowadays, right? Those who are giving interviews, mock interviews, that they must put more efforts than what they put for mains preparation. Okay. So by doing that only they can get 190 plus and 200 plus, which is actually true. But if you put your efforts from now itself, okay, so you don't have to do that after mains. So in terms of course, knowledge you are gaining, but also in terms of the way you conduct yourself, the way you have a point, Gaurav. बोलो यार. Good. So मैं ragging करूँगा तुम्हारा. So some people am ragging also. Mocks. Yesterday one guy came. He is also from IIT कानपुर. तुम लोगों का सीनियर है कोई है या 3-4 people. So very brilliant guy. Okay. So in 5 minutes, I told him that you will not get less than 190, right? But he was saying that he's scared of interview. But looking at certain personality, you can tell that these people do not deserve less than certain threshold marks, right? So some people have that inherent quality about them, the way they talk to people, the way they respond to comments or criticism, right? Someone else's words. So it all one can actually gauge it. One can actually assess these things, but it cannot happen with in everyone's case, right? So for that, you should have that what uh, what do you call, in Kannada they say tuka, I mean the weight. Avinash, what do you call in English? Huh? Huh? Charisma and no weight, like in Kannada they say that tukada vyakti means, so he has that pers- person with substance. Good. Okay. So so that is what you should aspire, parallelly. Why I am talking about this? I have to talk something about something like so. So on the go, I am thinking and talking. Okay, so what to prepare and come for this, right? It's just a interaction with you. So the point is that uh, you can put lots of less efforts after mains and truly focus on actually getting the 200 plus marks instead of worrying about how to sit, how to talk, how to communicate, how to articulate, how can I make my arguments more clear, right? So instead you can focus on the thoughts, the thoughtfulness of your answers. Okay, so that again, the number of essays you are writing and number of ethics answers you are writing are actually opportunities to make you really a thoughtful person. Okay, so in essay, if somebody has come for feedback and all, I always insist on originality. Okay, so that must be evident uh, in all the papers. Okay, not just in terms of content. So there is always some individual stamp when you do something. For some reasons that gets hijacked because of all these toppers copies getting published or leaked, and some people, we have inherent herd mentality, right? I have a farm and I saw sheeps, right? Then I realized, like, herd mentality, I realized. So if one sheep runs, every sheep, follows. So what is the plural of sheep? Sheeps, yeah. So sorry, my English is great but not very great. So they follow all the sheeps. So we have that herd mentality, aspirant community. So if topper writes 2 stories in the beginning, the essay starts with 2 stories in the beginning. So if a topper says that the introductory story should be linked in the conclusion, the story appears in the introduction, first paragraph, suddenly reappears in the conclusion. So in between the characters are completely forgotten, right? You start with some girl, I mean the story. So in between you are discussing all this climate change, everything, right? Technology, artificial intelligence, but she's abandoned in the entire body, and then you revisit her in the conclusion, right? So I mean when you read that, it is once you read it is fine. Okay, so but so many people come with essays, so when I start reading them again and again, it becomes irritating, and then I also start laughing, like under inside, right? In front of you I don't laugh, I shouldn't do that, right? So it again discourages people. uh, that herd mentality should be, is the bane actually of so many aspirants. What an evaluator or the interviewer is looking for is substance in you, originality in you, in your answers, essays and all. So every test is an opportunity to do the trial and error. Okay, so don't hesitate to experiment. In essays, you might have read stories from school days, you might have heard stories, you might have watched so many documentaries. So don't be afraid to link them, bring them in your essays. So don't go with that rigid framework that your essay should have only this kind of examples. Some people have this habit, give whatever kind of essay, they bring government schemes, right? Just before conclusion, somehow they bring government schemes. Like, what is the purpose? Is it to let evaluator know that you know so many government schemes, or is it to know that you are very fond of Narendra Modi, or is it to let to know that what? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Even in philosophical topics, they bring this government schemes. It's not necessary, right? Why it is not necessary or why it is not desirable is that, again, because of this herd mentality, so many people are doing the same thing. So your scores will not always improve. So there is a reason why extremely huge number of students out of 10 to 12,000 who write mains get stuck in some average numbers, 110 to 120 in essay paper, or even in other GS papers, 85 to 90, because they have more or less written similar answers, right? There is nothing original in their answers or essays to distinguish, right, with the rest of the competition. You should be mindful of this fact. So whenever you write anything, essay, whatever you do it, so if you are not mindful of this and if you do not practice in this direction going forward, uh, then you will always end up as a below average or average candidate, right? So IAS, IPS, IFS, one more attempt, right? So in this journey, should never think of another attempt, right? So those are given multiple attempts, they know the pain, right? And those who have seen these multiple attempts know the pain, right? The another selfish reason is that I have to keep giving pre-test series, right? So you fail, come next year, discount pre-test series, right, Chetan? So you know that, okay? I'm just joking, kidding. So if you come next time, I'll again give discount of free, but you have a chance to end it, right? You have an opportunity to end it in this go. I actually believe that, everyone sitting here can actually crack it, but various factors are there. Other day I met with, I don't know, they are here. So one guy fell in love with one girl, right? So long ago, and after a few months, she got upset with him. What? So breakup happened. So the guy is disaster, right? I mean, he's from a premier institution. Have hard work is not new to him, right? So why that happens? So I gave a statement. In the moment of insecurity, in the moment of underconfidence, in the moment of another word I used. So you become vulnerable to, right? You become vulnerable to these things. So never fall in love. Never. No, it's not wrong to fall in love, but do it after. Give it a pause, stop it, and then you resume it after you get the success. So just like in some religions, they give the the ideal picture of what will happen in Jannat and Swarga. So again in Labasna you will get everything, right? So till then you wait, control, focus on exam, focus on improving your abilities. So then you'll get everything you desire. Our society is like that. Again, it rewards so handsomely, like disproportionately. The moment you become IAS, IPS, I mean, you have time to listen to all these things. Yeah? Okay. Can I continue? Okay, fine. Right. So you know these things. So they reward you so disproportionately that again changes your attitude. Like your attitude kind of becomes like civil servant, like till you give interview and till you get the result. Then after getting result, the society again spoils you. So that again, I have to see so many things. I'm seeing all these things. Any doubts? You have doubts? Self doubt? How many of your self doubts? Everyone has. Even I have self doubt. So before coming, I was thinking like what to talk. So once you are in the momentum, you talk something. Okay. So self doubt is again the biggest what problem in this examination. I don't know why people get the self doubt. It should be there, but for a brief moment, then you should overcome it. Some people carry it till they give the exam, till the day of the examination, after the examination also. they have this doubt if they have written proper roll number. They have seen it 10 times, still they have the doubt if they have written correctly, if they have signed in those sheets, if they have marked question paper code properly, right? And then after mains, if it is your first mains, it is very difficult, right? So because you don't know how they are going to evaluate, you don't have any kind of frame of reference. You don't know whether, even if you have done so well, you don't know whether you are going to clear it or not. So am I right? Anybody who has written first mains here? No. So you written mains in 2020. You are going to clear it. Hmm? You don't know. Your name? Rahul. You did well. Then that is the answer. Good. You prepared well. Okay. How many tests you wrote? Actually, you did your own tests. Oh, nice. Can you do part-time job here? Setting papers and evaluation. Acha, nice, good. See, that is the pinnacle of discipline, right? Self-discipline. Similarly, Jaydev did with his optional question, doing his own answers, evaluating. Nice. But you should have put some money and joined our test series, even if you didn't write. ठीक है, चलता है. अच्छा, last time you had joined. Optional, अच्छा, nice. You'll do well in optional. So hopefully clear. Those who have written mains, hopefully will clear. Come and give mocks. Those who have written mains. Why wait for result? It's another 2 weeks away, right? You should always start early. So if you start early, so that is again the core batch and all. So many people start writing practice after prelims, right? So instead of that, if you can start early, you are always ahead of the race. So any doubts? Did you expect something and come to this class? Like you wanted me to talk anything specifically? Hmm? No. Suranj, no. Vipul. So I'm surprised actually. Many of those who are coming with essays are writing really very good essays. I mean, every year is a that is best part of my experience. So in the beginning, you come with very bad essay, and after 1, 2, 3 months, I start seeing the same people writing extremely good essays. Good. My feedback works. Of course, it's your hard work. So you believe in the feedback, and then you go improve. You read a lot, you learn a lot, and then you implement it. So that is why you see the result. Okay. So similarly in other aspects, the overall aspect of the examination also we see improvement. So those who are consistent with respect to not only practicing but also getting feedback and working on that feedback consistently will always see progress. So that is one common experience that I'm getting in past 7 years. You should do that. Like don't stop just because by getting 1 or 2 essays evaluated, few answers evaluated. Don't think that you are already writing better answers or better essays. So every essay topic will be a challenge. It will be new thing. Every test will be new. And after prelims again with 2 months. So remember this, after once you end your exams around April, those 2 months will where you completely focus on prelims will affect the flow of your writing. After prelims, it will take another minimum 1 month to come back to this mode, whatever you have achieved. Okay, so be aware of that. It's very natural, right? You put pause for 2 months, and your thinking is also different. But for that, what I keep telling people is that when you shift to prelims mode, never forget the mains also. Preparing prelims is an opportunity to enhance your content. Okay, knowledge base. So whatever examples, whatever, even the smallest things you see in prelims question synopsis, in the materials you read, make a separate notebook, because you are writing so many mains tests. You will know that if you review your answers again and again, you will know that I could have used this example in that answer, right? These facts in those tests and answers, right? So if you keep doing that, you will know that it will happen in the future also. You can think that I can use this example in another answer if there is a question on this topic. So that that you are not completely detached from mains. At least some momentum will be there after prelims. At least in terms of knowledge, there will be continuity. Okay. In the exam. Okay. So did you write any full length test? Okay. So what problems you faced? Okay, of course, you wouldn't have answered all 20 questions. Then, so right now, as I keep telling you, let quality be the focus. But if you have started in October, November, writing so many tests, your target should be 14 quality answers, right? Minimum 14 quality answers. So let the target be 15, 16. Okay, but 14 should be those will get average 5 to 5.5 marks. Okay, but managing time, it depends individual to individual. So what I am suggesting is that, because from evaluator's perspective, first few answers must be very good. Okay, first 1 or 2, 3 answers in every section. I suggest people, if you know question number 1, 2, 3 very well, first answer them. Okay, and if you have this problem of giving so much time to first question, like 10 minutes, 12 minutes, write one answer and go to the exam, right? Before entering examination hall, you write like 1 or 2 answers and then go there. The time will get reduced, and then shift to 15 markers. Okay, so complete all the 15 markers and then come back and write all remaining 10 markers. Okay, and some people have this problem, they write more content than it is required, but in my opinion it is okay. If the content you write, the number of points you write, if they are completely relevant to the demand of the question, right? So don't hesitate to write more number of points, provided it is not affecting the speed. Okay, if you are confident of both speed and writing more, always do that. The psychology is that if you write more relevant points, you are always given more number of marks, so that always works actually. Okay, so it worked in the case of Nandini, so that I remember this suggestion. So she had this problem of writing both in optional and GS papers, writing more content. That was in the beginning, like in March. I told her continue to write. She was like writing these 4 tests. Write all the tests. This problem will be taken care uh, by the time you write mains. At that time, they used to have like around 120, 130 days gap for mains. There used to be more time, right? So that is one thing. And so if you are short of time, you have more number of questions to answer in the end. So don't go for introduction, conclusion and all. Just whatever the key points you remember, right? Just dump them and try to answer as many questions as possible in the end. Okay, so structure becomes irrelevant in that moment. So what is important is just the content part. Okay, but don't worry at this stage, don't worry about completing the paper. So if you are writing 14 to 16 answers, be very much satisfied now. After prelims, you will again start with around 12 to 14, and after 5-6 tests, it will improve to 14 to 16, and after around 10-15 tests, you will be regularly rating 17 to 18. By the time 20th to 25th test, you will write easily all 20 answers. Okay. So even those people who are writing 18 till the end in our test series were able to complete paper satisfactorily, and few of them add like 5 minutes to come back and include more examples. So this every year gets repeated. So regarding that, really don't worry about. Okay. Anything else? No doubt. So all of you are confident of getting ranks? Hmm? So, so this batch, somewhere I believe that first rank I'm going to get. Right? Nice. And it will happen. It will happen. So this is getting recorded, right? So in 2022, when the final result comes, I'll definitely see 2 to 3 top 10 ranks, and first rank will also be there. Right? So all the best. Hmm? So hope you will be the top first ranker. You will be the first rank person. Okay. But that will happen. Okay. So there are people with so much potential in this batch, and it is just like, don't get deviated. Come what may in future, so many things will happen with us, right? At personal level, if somebody in job, at professional level. So never get affected by anything. Just have that single-minded focus. As Jaydev had told in one of our interaction, treat this as a job, right? So if you are hired by a company where you have to work, between 9 to 7, so you will never complain, right? You will go every day, work every hour. You will always have that fear that you have to do justice to the work. Otherwise, you will not get salary or promotion. So similarly, don't think about anything. Treat it as a full-time job, like 14 to 16-hour job. Completely immerse in this. Never worry about anything. Sacrifice things. Okay. Uh, Sacrificing, it can be a job. It can be sometimes relationships. I mean, I'm a very practical man. I mean, if it is acting as a deterrence, I mean, not deterrence, what? Hindrance. If things are acting as problem to you, but if you are clear in your conscience that you have done no wrong, then give priority to this right now. Okay. So after that, things will be normal. I mean, you have to be ruthless. You have to be very practical, right? Don't yield to emotions. Don't become slave to emotions. Okay. So focus and give your best. Why not? Like, just you can just make it a very short and, of course, why sweet journey? I don't short journey and get your desired rank. It's perfectly possible. So there is no, I don't see why. People simply complicate that this is the toughest exam, it's impossible to crack and all. But I sincerely believe, and I'm seeing the progress also. So people who are here, who are doing that regular work, we were already, you know, uh, in that road path. Okay. So all the best. Thank you so much. Once again, Mahashivratri. Happy Mahashivratri.